Welcome to this afternoon's game. It is horrible outside. It's pouring with rain, isn't it, Charlie?
Yeah.
So Charlie has taken on command of the... what force have you picked today, Charlie?
The Picts.
Okay, so we're doing a mid-imperial Roman game. This is about 2000 AD. The Picts have come piling over Hadrian's Wall and doing a bit of raiding into the south of England. So Charlie's got a large Pictish warband. He's got some three infantry warbands, one made up of Scotti, who are his more elite fanatic troops, and two of normal Picts. And he's got a light cavalry warband as well with two chariot units. Facing off against those, we've got the locally raised mid-imperial Roman legion. So we've got some light legionaries here, and as we push across the Roman line, we've got some heavy Roman legionaries, some auxiliaries, and on the far right flank some more legionaries and auxiliaries. So the Romans have only got two formations, the British, or rather the Picts, have got four, so they may have a bit more manoeuvrability than the Romans. We'll crack on with turn one. Okay, so we're playing the Augustus to Aurelian rules, which means we have alternative activation. We pull a counter from a bag, and whichever unit comes out first, we get to move it. Charlie, do you want to pull the first counter?
It's a barbarian.
What number?
It's...
Carpe Diem counter, yeah. Is it? Yeah. Alright, now those allow your generals to have various different bonuses. They can get a bonus in combat, they can rally off casualties, number of other things, so they're good to get. Okay, Charlie, pull the next counter.
Number one, red.
Okay, so that's the Romans, and that's the Roman army commander, so we will do their movement. Okay, so the Romans have moved forward in the centre. These little streams we can see on the table, we're playing as really very shallow, so they have no impact on movement or combat. We can just move through them seamlessly. So the Romans have just moved some of their skirmishers up towards this hill, and they're like legionaries in skirmish formation, and otherwise they're moving their main formation forward, but leaving their ballistas with an arc of fire. Alright, Charlie, let's see what the next counter is.
The next one is another barbarian.
Carpe Diem.
Carpe Diem, yeah.
Okay, you can put up to 4 on with your army commander, so you've already given him 2.
Yeah.
Right.
A barbarian 1.
Barbarian 1. Okay, so that's your army general with your reserve. Yeah. He can either activate himself, or he can choose to activate anyone else who's in command range.
I'm going to activate my cavalry.
Okie doke. Let's do their movement. So cavalry in this game, fairly standard movement distances. So your light chariots can move 16, your cavalry can move 16, as long as they're out of my charge range.
So...
Okay, so the Picts have moved their light cavalry forward, supported by their chariots. Charlie, next counter.
Another barbarian thing.
Okay, that. You don't have to give them to your senior general. You remember, if you want a junior general to use it, you need to give it to that general. It can only be used by the one who's got it. So you need to give it to the ones who are going to be fighting, really. But you can't move those because you're giving them to yourself.
I thought you could only put it on him.
Okay, just to start with. Alright, so you put 1 on each. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Next counter?
Yep.
3 blue.
Okay.
So that is this one.
No, it's this one here.
But 1,
2, 3. Oh, right.
But they've already done their movement, so that doesn't do anything.
What did you get on the previous one? You was the army general who gave that order, was it? All right, yep. So that's nothing. So pull the next counter.
I've had a lot of nothing so far. A Roman.
Carpe Diem. Give it to me.
Okay.
Thanks very much. I'll just give that to my army general. You next one.
We're running out of them. I can just feel them running out. A blue. Oh, I thought it was 7. A blue 2. So that'll be this troops, but I'm not going to really do anything with them because they're holding the hill. Okay,
so they're going to stay where they are?
Yeah.
Okay. Next activation.
I am moving these guys up, it's just the only one.
If you get the right counters, yeah.
On the number 4. Oh, you need a turn.
Right, yeah, we get 2 counters. Meridatio, once we pull the second one, the turn ends, irrespective of how far you've gone.
That's worse for me.
Remember, if you want to use an army command token to activate a unit.
So, another one for you.
Okay.
So, can I quickly use a command token?
You can use a command token to do an activation if you want.
So I'm going to activate my infantry.
Okay, alright, now they can do a normal movement. Do you want to do that? So they can move, they're barbarians, I think they can move 5 inches or 10 if they're marching, but they can't go within 10 inches of me.
I'm just going to move 5. because they'll be about the same as the cavalry, so it would be like really worth it. I'm quickly trying to claim the hill because you're doing it, but I'm doing it with archers. But I'm probably going to move. Actually, I might keep them just a little bit so this one can turn around.
They all have to be within 3 inches of one another to stay in command from the general, or themselves be within
3 inches.
6 inches of the general.
I'll be keeping here. So
okay, so he creates a bridge. Yeah.
And then this one.
And you can chain them, so if you put the cavalry as a unit, yeah, that would be all right.
They'll be in them and they'll be. Can this be in a unit of them? So my cavalry will just move up behind.
Okay.
So these guys are chained.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all in command.
So now, next counter.
Yeah.
There's a lot of counters. Red one.
All right.
You've already done red one, haven't you?
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah, that's my army commander.
Blue one. You've already done blue one. Red 2.
Okay, that's my other unit. We'll activate those and move. I think that's pretty much the last one. Do you want to just check?
There's 3 more.
All right.
But those are just probably my copy ones, because remember I've done all my moves.
Yeah, I think so. So I think that's it. Do you want to just pull those out and just check? I think there'll be nothing at end of turn.
Yeah,
and I'll
it's
leave
just
my
another
last unit.
token for you. A 4 for me.
All right. Okay. Well, pop them back in because.
What was the 4?
It's the one down here actually. That's number 4.
This one, but I just activated it in time.
Yeah.
So, and it was the end of the turn thing.
Okay. I'll move my
Shall I put
unit.
them all back in?
Yeah.
Those?
All right. We'll crack on with shooting. Shooting's simultaneous in this game. So Charlie, we'll start with your crossbows. Do you want to get those 2 loose leaf pieces next to the rules there? That will tell me what skill your skirmishers are.
That one was quite nice. That.
Okay. Let's just have a look at what the stats are
I'm shooting
for
my crossbows
your Picts
on this hill.
archers.
Can they shoot at these guys?
Okay, so we'll just check. Skirmishers, they've got a 2 combat dice with an ability, 2 shooting dice with a shooting ability of 4,
D6.
so they're quite good.
A D6?
No, they're D10s. Let me just look up and see what you need.
D10?
Alright, now we're rolling. It's 7s to hit normally, 8s because it's close range, but back down to 7s because you're shooting at skirmishers. So 2 dice, needing 7s.
Because I've already gotten it twice. Can we see?
Yeah, because I didn't video. Let's go on, let's see what you get.
Well, I would have missed 1, but I've done it twice already.
Okay, and then from the second unit?
I might not shoot it yet because this one can shoot, and then if it gets
but you take the break tests at the end of the turn, I think.
So he'll shoot 2. 1 hit, so 3 hits in total against them.
Alright, okay, we'll get some casualty dice and mark that up. Alright Charlie, any other shooting? You fired 2 of those skirmisher units. I think your javelins down here might be out of range. Do you want to just measure from your light cavalry to my auxiliary?
I think they might be in range.
8-inch range for javelins.
8 inch. I thought it said 8.
From the middle of the unit to the closest point of the target.
Well, 8. Oh no, I did 8 centimeters by accident.
Yeah, that's inches in this one.
Yeah, it's probably in range. Yeah, both in range.
Let's have a look.
Wait. That one.
So from the middle of that unit, that's out. From the middle of the unit, that one is in. All right, let's roll for them. So we've got some light cavalry, Pictish light cavalry. Shooting dice 2 with a shooting ability of 3. So they're shooting at my auxiliaries with medium armour. So they need a 4 or less to hit. You move this turn, so that's a 3 or less to hit. And I've got a shield, so it's a 2 or less to hit. So not a great chance of hitting.
Yeah, but it is still, you might as well shoot it.
Yeah, might as well shoot because it doesn't do any harm. What'd you get?
3.
And
well, the other one won't hit, it got a 9.
Okay, so that's no hits because you needed a 2 or less. Alright, and I don't think these skirmishers down here can see anything, so I think that's it for you. Can I have some 10-sided dice, Charlie, because I need to do my firing back?
This is, yeah. You don't really want to throw your spears up here, your peeler, because
No, you only do peeler in combat, you don't do them in shooting. Alright, we're going to fire the Roman skirmishers.
In combat, but then gladiators are better in close combat, but then...
So auxiliary skirmishers, 2 dice with a shooting ability of 3, so they're just the same as your light cavalry. They're firing short bows, so we'll just check the range.
A bit better than mine.
Okay, so from my skirmishers, It's 6s to hit against unarmoured figures. I moved, that makes it 5s, and you've got shields, so actually it makes it 4s. So 2 shots from your skirmishers going against this light unit here. That's 2 casualties. Then I'm going to fire my archers.
That doesn't do any like distance
against the unit on the end.
This one, same.
They're the same, yeah. 1 hit.
1 hit. 1 casualty.
And then we'll fire my archers at your light cavalry.
Mine. Oh no, they have shields. They have shields.
Yeah. That's 1 casualty from the archers, and then we'll come back and do the ballistas in a second. All right, now firing the ballistas. They normally hit on an 8, punch straight through the armour. You've got a shield, that'll take it down to 7, but I'm close range, so it's an 8. So I'll do both shots from both ballistas at the same time. Okay, so that's 2 casualties against the other cavalry unit, and then I will fire at your skirmishers. With 3 against no more armor 6, I moved 5s on your skirmishers, so 4s to fire against your skirmishers at the bottom of the hill over there. I got 7 and a 10, that's no casualties.
That'd be good in our main rules, but...
Yeah, but not here. Alright, I think we might have some break tests potentially.
Yeah,
Let's just
I think
have
it's
a look.
1 for your skirmishers, staying 3 casualties.
That's right.
That'd be like a...
We'll just check.
That'd be nearly...
Okay, so for the Romans, we've got a break test against our skirmishers. They've taken 3 casualties this turn. That means they are shaken because they only have a unit value of 2 and 1 excess casualty, so we add 3 to this die roll. We've rolled a 7, plus 3 makes that a 10, and my leadership is only 5, so I'm 5 over my leadership, so the unit disperses. So you've wiped out my skirmishers. They've taken those casualties and they've run and fled.
I hope that happened to the rest of your Roman units with my archfarmers.
That was the only one that took casualties on my side. So Charlie, you took some casualties against your warbands.
None of them had 3.
But they've all got a value of 3, yeah, and your light cavalry has a value of 4. So no other break test this turn and no hand-to-hand combat.
I hope this flank will break like that unit, because there's some infantry here, I can quickly swing around.
You could outflank me.
And you probably wouldn't. You might surrender because I'll destroy your ballistas quite quickly because they're quite exposed if this flank
goes. All right, let's do some movement. We'll probably do the counter drawing of movement off camera this turn. Hopefully everyone's got an idea of how it works. We'll come back with a recap of the movement. Okay, so we're in the second turn's movement, and the Roman legionaries have charged the advancing warband.
But then the other
warband countercharged. Charlie's cavalry has countercharged the legionary infantry.
They've exploited your charge. You had your archers in the open, so I decided to...
So Charlie's now trying to charge my archers, so he needs to take a leadership test to charge a formed enemy infantry unit from the front.
But it is archer.
So you've got to get 6 or less on 2d6.
They don't have any shields, though.
No, that's all right. So 6 or less on 2d6.
What do you count if one of them have a shield?
It doesn't make any difference whether they've got a shield. This is a leadership test. No, your cavalry don't charge.
Don't you have a leadership test too?
Well, I haven't actually been charged because you haven't been able to do the charge.
So,
I would if you had charged me.
That's it. So
but I do have to take a leadership test for my auxiliaries that were charged by your cavalry.
Oh yeah.
8. I think that's an. I
yeah.
think my leadership is 7.
I thought it was 8 or something.
I think my legionaries will be 8, but my auxiliaries are 7, so that's an R plus 1. Holds, but I'm disordered, so I need to make them disordered. But you have charged in against those.
My chariots.
Okay, we'll just carry on with normal movement. We've just done charges.
They'll be on 8.
Okay, so Charlie is going to open fire with his skirmishers in the river valley bottom. And your skirmishers up on the hill?
Yeah, and these guys.
And these guys march moved, so they can't fire.
We're not count as shields because they're shooting from the flank.
That's right. They wouldn't get the benefit of shields, but they can't fire this turn, Charlie. Yeah, because they march moved to get that far forward.
So this one's gonna fire.
Yeah.
They get 7 because it would normally be 8, but -1 is 7 because of shields.
So let's just have a check. So 4s against median armour is 5s. Skill of 4 level. Against a medium armour level is 5, but 4s because I've got shields. So 4s to do damage.
Last time it was
against
8s for some reason.
It's 4s.
They're crossbows though.
Doesn't make any difference. They're 4s. What do you get?
2 hits.
Well, you got a 2 and a 0. A 0 is a 10. So
No,
that's not
I had a
hit.
2 and a 4.
Yeah. Oh right. Okay.
2 and a 4 is a hit now.
So it's 2 casualties, and then from the other
I
one.
was shooting at that one.
Okay, and then the other unit.
But I was shooting at that one.
Yeah, all right. And then shoot the other unit.
A 2 and a 9.
Okay. So that's 3 casualties on them.
And this I know I can't shoot.
Fire.
And now my.
I don't think you've got anything else.
My
that can fire.
archers.
Oh yeah, your archers over here can fire.
I'm going to shoot at them.
Okay, so they're all in skirmish formation. So.
But they are at close range.
But they are at close range. So they'll be hitting on. No armour is 7, but skirmishers 6. You moved 5, and yeah, so and shields 4. So 4s to hit, 2 dice.
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Any other firing, Charlie?
No, you can't really shoot. If they were charged at but they didn't charge, would they count as not being able to fire because they're so strong?
No.
Okay. You can only shoot 2 things.
Well, no, I've got quite a lot
your
of shoot,
ballista.
actually. So my skirmishers can fire, and my militia can throw javelins as well. Okay, but their skill is not great. All right, so.
Are we going to do the combat now?
We're going to do my shooting. Thank you, Charlie.
I was just wondering
All right.
if we skip the combat by accident, Dad, like we always do.
No. Okay, so 5s for my militia. Can I have 2 dice? Going against your skirmishers. But I moved, that makes it 4s, and you're in skirmish formation, so that makes it 3s.
Nothing.
That's nothing at all. My archers going against your warband just down there. That will be 4s, I think.
Yep, that misses.
We'll roll that one again. Yep, that will miss. And then my archers in the centre will...
You don't have any.
Yes, I do. And we'll just check the range from them. Okay, so my archers are opening fire against Charlie's cavalry, needing 6s. That's 2 casualties. And then my ballistas will also open fire against the same target. They need 8s. Okay, so that's 4 casualties against that cavalry unit. So they go up to 5. And I think that's it for my skirmisher fire. So let's do our morale tests on both sides, Charlie. Okay, so we've got a break test to do first for this legionary unit here. They have taken 3 casualties, which is their shaken value, so they have to take a test at
plus 2 would be normally very good, but no. Terrific. Oh.
7, 8,
Plus
9, so that's 1 above their leadership value.
No, well, isn't their leadership 5? Oh no, that's the skirmishers,
the
wasn't it?
skirmishers is 5, their leadership is 8. So they go to 9, so that will disorder them. So if you could disorder that unit for me, Charlie, please. And then we need to take a test for you. Your light cavalry has to take a test at plus 3.
Why didn't it plus 3?
Because their shaken value is 4. They're over that by 1, so they take plus 2 for being shaken.
What do I need to get under then?
Roll it in the river, Charlie, because then it won't get cocked.
What do I need to get under?
You need to get under their leadership value. And the leadership value for your light cavalry, let me just check. The leadership value for your light cavalry is 6. So quite hard. So 8 plus 3 is 11 versus 6. So they're over by 5, so that unit of light cavalry disintegrates. Right. We're on to hand. We'll move that unit in a second, and we're on to hand-to-hand combat. Okay, so Charlie's throwing everything into this combat. He's decided to throw his commander in, so this gets him an extra dice.
Ooh.
So he's used his command token up.
So 4 10-sided.
So he's got 4 10-sided dice. He needs 5s to cause casualties.
If I get all of them, that'll be a break test for you, I think.
It could well do.
Just get all of them. Well,
okay, that's 1 casualty, unfortunately.
That's alright. That's just a waste.
We'll mark that up. Okay, I will fight back.
So
I am auxiliaries. So I get 3 dice, Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, 2 dice.
2 8-sided dice.
2 10-sided dice.
10-sided. Oh.
Yeah.
I was holding 10-sided.
You've got 10-sided dice.
Yes,
Yeah. And I've got a skill level of 3 against cavalry with no armour, so I need 6s. You've got shields, which makes it 5, but I'm disordered, which makes it 4. So 2 dice for me. I need 4s.
Cost me 1 bit.
1 casualty.
We both do 1
So
casualty.
that takes you up to 3, and that's a draw, and neither of us are shaken. So that combat, I think, will
We're both
just carry
horrific
on.
for both of us because we did horribly.
We did, didn't we, Charlie? Okay, so we're doing the combat down here. Start with the legionaries. They will throw their pilum as the barbarians charge in. So they get 2 dice, and they've got a value of 4, and they need 6s to hit. But I charge, so I think that makes it 5.
But I countercharged.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. As long as one of us is charging, it's a penalty. So so it's a 5 for me. All right, let's roll 2 dice.
I hope you get nothing.
We'll roll that one again. That's 2 casualties. So these do count towards the combat result.
But that still doesn't do a break test.
Count on this turn as well, Charlie. Okay, so that's the 2. All right, and then for hand-to-hand combat, I think I'm basically the same. For that, I've got 2 dice with a value of 4 again. So I need 6s. This turn to hit. Can I have 2 dice, Charlie? Okay, 1 roll from dice. That's 1 more casualty. So the barbarians are up to 4. And we've done 3 casualties in the turn.
Me.
So you get up to 2.
But isn't it the same time? So it doesn't really count. Because the same time.
Yeah, the combat's simultaneous, so you don't suffer from losing casualties. Each warband gets 2 ferocious warrior abilities. That means they get so frenzied up at the beginning of combat, you can gain an extra dice. Do you want to use one of those now?
Can I only use it once?
You can use it twice in the game.
I might use it because I'm going against auxiliaries. Well, I have taken 2 casualties. I do want them to take a break test.
Yeah, so I'd use it because you might get wiped out. So you want to use them before you get wiped out.
Can I use them both?
I think you can only use 1 each turn, but I will just check that for you in a second. Alright, let's just look at your abilities. So you're a medium unit of warriors, so you get 3 dice with a value of 4. Okay, so 4 going against medium armour as your shield.
My ability.
Yeah.
So I'm on 4 dice.
Yeah, and you need 4s.
That's
Try rolling them on the river because it's difficult to tell where they...
That's Dingbob. I don't know what it's called. 7. So I do 1 casualty, but I think that is the break test. You're on.
It does shake me because I'm on 3 casualties now.
Also is
So I'm shaken, but I have won that combat, so I think you'll have to take a break test. And I'll have to take 1 for becoming shaken for the first time. Alright, we'll just work out our leadership tests and come back. Okay, so we'll start rolling the break test for this unit. They are shaken with 1 excess casualty. So roll 2 dice, Charlie. 2 dice.
9. They're gone.
That's not good.
They're definitely
9
gone.
plus 3 is 12.
They're
Against
gone.
the leadership value that will be below that is 6. So that unit's wiped out. But we've also got a terror test for the Romans because they have also become shaken as a result of that combat.
7.
7. So that takes them up to 9 against an 8. So they become disordered. So we did just check that rule, and you can both burn both of your brave warrior counters in 1 turn. So Charlie did. He did cause an extra casualty on the Romans, so rather than just being unformed, they've had to retreat 1 full move, which they've done, but Charlie's unit still unfortunately
But
failed its
I
break
still
test.
have a lot of units, and they're horrible, and I did do very well against elite units, so...
Alright.
A horrific unit is in a way a victory, because...
It's in a way a victory for those going to Valhalla, or where the Scottish equivalent is, given they all died.
But they are falling back, the enemy, so it makes it...
Alright, let's get on with movement for turn 3. Okay, so the Roman right-hand units have moved forward. One of the legionary units has charged Charlie's skirmishers. He's going to do some defensive fire, so this will be at -1. So normally he'll need a 4s to hit, so this will be a 3. 2 dice.
Nothing.
Okay, so that charge goes home. Do you want to evade?
Yes, evade the charge.
Alright, we'll move those skirmishers out of the way. Okay, so that turn ended quickly. Charlie managed to pull off an advance by his right-hand flank. They're now pushing up towards these Roman light troops on this hillside and looking to squeeze the Romans in the centre. Charlie's cavalry didn't get to move this turn, and the combat will continue. Charlie's moved his Scotty elite force forward in reserve and continues his potential outflanking move. If we just come around here, Charlie.
Yeah. I think
He's
I might
now moving
have,
his formed troops
I think I do have
down
a good
this
advantage.
roadway to the potentially
I think I have a good
outflanking.
advantage. I think I have a good advantage of winning this because my archers,
Yeah, I
and
think,
you can't climb up the hill.
I think the Romans might actually start doing a tactical withdrawal here because the sheer weight of Charlie's firepower, I think, is going to cause these units a lot of problems this turn. Whereas the Romans have the advantage of firepower in the centre.
Well, there's not really any firepower because then they're going to probably stop soon because they're right in the front of my army. So I think they're probably going to withdraw them soon because they're right in front of my whole army. So.
Alright, we'll get on with shooting in turn 4. Okay, so Charlie's starting to open fire. First unit by the little building down there hasn't caused any casualties. The one on the hill, Charlie.
Nothing.
Okay, the second one on the hill.
2 casualties.
Okay, and that's against this front unit.
I would
Then to
hope,
them,
yeah, I would hope it was going to be on
And
this
then
one.
these guys down here.
They're going to shoot the same unit. 1 casualty. They're having a test test thing. Can I see if my jabbies are in range of throwing at them?
Yeah, that'll be an inch.
Okay.
2 dice.
1 casualty. I got a
What'd
2.
you get?
A
Okay.
2 and a 7. So, they get minus.
They're not as good
I
as
mean-
they're not as good as your foot skirmishers, but that would still be good enough to hit with a 2.
Yeah, it's normally
and then
2.
you've got one more unit over there to fire.
Then do they need 4s like normal troops?
They
I think they need 4s too.
4s, so they're 7s, shields 6. You moved 5s, and I'm in skirmish, so yes, 4s, exactly right.
2 casualties.
Okay, really good round of shooting for you, Charlie, this turn.
Is there anything else? I do have a few archers in these.
Yeah, but they're just for visual effect. They're not really archer units. All right, we'll do some return fire from the Roman skirmishers. So doing the large legionary unit, we'll go.
Shoot. Oh no, they're on
Yeah, they've got
skirmish.
javelins and they're in skirmish formation.
No, they can't. They're peeler.
They haven't got peeler. They've got javelins and spears. So they are normally hitting on a 6. They didn't move this turn, but you have got shields, so they're hitting on a 5. Can I have the 2 10-sided dice, please, Charlie?
2 10s. 5s.
So we'll be firing at this unit down here.
Please miss. Miss.
Yeah, miss. And then my archers will fire at the same unit. 1 casualty.
That just makes sense for them because they're not really trained troops like for shooting. So
My disordered archers will fire at your guys
they
down
have
there.
shields, so
They'll be on 3s. That won't hit. My formed archers can fire at them.
They're out of range probably up there.
No, it's 24-inch range, so definitely in range, but they don't get the bonus.
They're long.
So they'll be firing. They'll need 5s to hit.
Because they have shields too.
Because you've got shields, yeah. But that is 1 casualty against them. Okay, and then I'm going to fire my ballistas. 5 against. The ballistas need 7s. They're going to fire at that same target.
Nothing. Oh no, 1. It's
1
for my
casualty,
point.
yeah.
So there's combat.
Okay.
Now,
Is there any more shooting, Charlie?
No.
All right.
This combat's
So
quite
this
key
combat
because
in
you
the
are
centre.
you are on form and.
I am unformed, but you're shaken,
Yeah.
so I've probably got the slight advantage. We'll
No,
work out
but
the
I'm not
adjustments.
shaking because it's the first time. Remember when you get to 3 casualties, you're shaken. But I thought I've been on 3 for a little bit, so I'm not
Yeah,
shaking.
you're still shaken though because you haven't taken a casualty off. But you don't get the extra
How do you
penalties
take
for
the casualty
excess
off?
casualties. You have to burn one of your
Can I do it now? Because
command tokens.
I got
You
one.
can burn your command token now, but that means you won't get to use your general in the combat.
I'm probably going to use it in the combat because I'll get 4 dice.
All right.
Oh, with the
Did
cavalry.
you use that token up last turn, or did you put a new one down?
I just put a new one down now.
All right.
And also, can I put the brave warriors into them too?
No, it's only
Only for
infantry
infantry,
together.
okay.
All right, let's do this combat. All right, so we're both committing our commanders to this one, so we both get 3 dice. Charlie, you hit on 4s, but you are also shaken. So you would actually only be hitting on 2s.
No, 3s. I don't get a -2, do I?
Your let's just check your value again. Your combat attack is 4, against medium armour is 5. I've got shields 4s and you're shaken 2s.
I didn't.
So you might not want to put the general on.
-1 for 2.
No, -2 for being shaken.
Oh, I'm not gonna put the general on then.
Okay, so just 2 dice then.
Nothing.
Okay, and then I get...
Can I withdraw?
Possibly, but you have to do the combat. I get 3 dice and I need 5.
I hope you do nothing, do.
I needed 1.
But there isn't too much, but it's...
So you still have to take a leadership test though, Charlie,
But
so
the thing
2d6.
is, when you're killing a lot of my troops, they're doing a lot of damage to you because they're weak troops. They're not really... I've still my elite troops.
Yeah, you've still got loads. Come on, so Charlie, leadership test then?
Oh, yeah. No, we use your leadership test and your leadership test up here.
Yeah, we'll
2.
do it all there. Come on, let's do your for the hand-to-hand combat.
Okay. Nice.
So your leadership is 6.
It's actually a good place to roll.
Yeah, it's not a bad place to roll.
4.
4. That's not bad, actually.
It doesn't do anything.
I don't think it's going to do anything, yeah. So 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's +1, I think. I think your cavalry leadership is 6, yeah. So you've got 7. So R +1, cavalry withdraws a full move plus D6. Okay, so roll a D6.
That is quite good for me because I don't want to stay in that combat any longer because I'm going to lose.
Right, now doing the leadership tests for these 2 Roman legions. This first one is at +3. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh.
That's 2 above. So for an infantry unit, I withdraw 1 full move. Okay, so the front one withdraws 1 full move. And the rear one, 8, 9, 10. So again, that withdraws 1 full move.
That is very bad.
Okay, so both myself and Charlie are realising quite how fragile our armies are. So Charlie's light cavalry division in the centre
mine really doesn't matter.
has got 1 shaken unit and 1 destroyed. 1 more shaken and it'll start retiring. But similarly, the Roman legions on the right that took all that focused fire...
It's worse for you because mine's just light cavalry.
Will also have to start retiring. So we'll see how they do. On we go with turn 5. Okay, so another short turn, and unfortunately I didn't get to activate my right-hand brigade. I was contemplating using their command token, but I was dicing on whether that was more important to take a casualty off, which I think I probably will. Charlie didn't get to move his skirmishers, but a lot of them are still in range. In the centre, Charlie has moved his chariots and cavalry forward. I think that's a bit of a risky move.
But I am breaking yours.
He's trying to, but he's come and charged in against the centre again.
But I am charging against really archers, so that's a bad thing.
Against archers. So Charlie's charge against the archers went in. I did cause 2 casualties, but I am unformed. So again, Charlie's picked a good target for his charge. Over on this flank, again, I think the Roman firepower could cause a bit of trouble for Charlie here. But we'll see. We'll move on with shooting.
But they haven't done anything.
All right, should have filmed those. Better results for the Romans. On this flank, the archers and the 2 ballistas have now broken a third of Charlie's light cavalry units, and indeed put an extra casualty on both of the front 2 units, which means that break test will be hard for them, and the brigade is now broken. But Charlie now has got his revenge, where he can open fire with his skirmishers on my Roman units. So who are you starting on, Charlie?
This one. Should get them.
Okay, so you need 5s to hit.
Yeah.
But you're under half range, so 6s to hit. 2 dice. Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay, the guys on the top of the hill?
I thought I was shooting them and then them.
Wait, I don't know which one you were shooting, Charlie. You tell me.
I was shooting them at them.
Alright, then the other ones again? 6s?
1 casualty.
Okay. Then these guys at them?
1 casualty. On 4. So they're having another break test.
So they'll have to have another break test, as that's more excess casualties. And then this one down here can fire at them as well.
1 casualty. It barely went back on. And my javies, can they do the same thing again? At them?
Oh, what, those guys? I think they're out of range now because they've moved forward. They've only got an 8-inch range. So
That's would have been out of range.
those two can both throw at them though.
First one.
Okay, hang on. I need to just check what your shooting ability. What did you roll?
I've rolled a 6 and a 7, so it wouldn't have done anything now.
I don't think it'll have done anything yet.
Second one.
No, hang on. Let me just check.
That a 7 wouldn't have done anything, Dad.
No, I know, but I'm just trying to work out what you need. Okay, so your shooting ability is 3 against, so you need 4s to hit.
4s. Okay. 1 casualty.
I did hear you rolled that twice, Charlie.
I was holding them like that
and they just fell out your hand, did they?
No, one of them flicked out. It did. If you check the video, it will be one of them flicked out.
Right, that's fine. That's fine. You do very well. All right, so I think it's now time for
anyway,
roll
it would have been a 1, so.
All right. So my forward Roman legionary unit first has.
This isn't the legionary.
No, that one down there, the one on 5 casualties, has got to do a test at -4.
Plus 4.
Plus 4.
Well, look, casualties +5.
Well, it's 3 is his base stamina level, so he's shaken, so that's +2, and because it's, but then you do 1 for each point it's above.
Yeah, so.
So it's +4.
Ooh.
9 plus 4 is 13, so that's 5. So they go, they evaporate.
Does that mean you're breaking because they're over half? Because they're taking.
Not quite, because I'm not over half.
But they are gone.
Because you took the casualties off the unit that was already. Yeah, no, you're right. Actually, has that one taken 3?
Yes. That one has taken 3.
Okay, yeah, no, that brigade is indeed then broken. So we'll have to look up the results for broken brigades. All right, Charlie, you now need to take 1 for your cavalry. They unfortunately are on +3 as well. D6s.
Well, my cavalry don't as matter because these are heavy infantry. And I still have my most elite infantry ready.
2d6. 2d6.
Oh, why did I go? So I got these 2 because.
Yeah, I put them there.
6.
Okay, +4.
It's 10.
+3 rather is 9.
So they're going to go probably.
Yeah, and then on the other one?
5, so it should be 8.
+3 is 8. So that's +2 and a +3. So +3 is bricks and fleas. +2 is withdraw 1 full move plus 2d6. So roll 2d6.
5.
2 dice 6. And the other one?
4.
Okay, so that's 9 more on their normal moves. That'll be a move of 17 for that one. All right, now we do the combat in the centre. So Charlie's, let's kick off with Charlie's warband. Have you fought with this one before? Yeah. You haven't, have you?
No, can I use my...
2 extra brave warriors?
But can I get 2 more dice? Because I want to use them both. Actually, I'm going to use 1, because I want to save them for the heavy units.
Yeah, all right.
So I might use 1, because I still want to destroy your
so we'll take one
archers, because archers are annoying, but...
Okay, so you're using 1 of your brave warriors. So your combat ability for warriors is 2 dice with an ability of 4. Medium armour is, so you need 5s to hit.
Okay.
And so you've got 3 dice.
Yep, 5s to hit.
5s to hit.
That is 1 casualty.
Okay.
But I think...
Oh.
You are archers, though. You are also archers and you don't have any shields.
Actually, yes. Hang on. Let's roll this again.
Okay.
So you needed 5s.
Yeah.
You're charging, so you should get a bonus for that.
So another dice?
Should be... No. So it's 3 dice. But rather than needing 5s, you need 6s.
Okay.
And it's a warband in the first round. So that's 7s.
Yeah.
And then it's 8s because I'm disordered.
Whoa.
Okay, so 3 dice needing 8s.
All casualties!
Okay. Alright, I then get to fight back. So,
I wish I had 4 dice if I had all casualties. It would be a massive break test to you.
I get a combat value of 3. I need 5s to hit you. Can I have another dice, Charlie? So I need 5s to hit you, no other bonuses. I've already taken the disordered on you, perhaps I should have taken it on me, but doesn't matter. Don't do anything. So I've lost the combat and I'm shaken. So I have to take a break test. This will be at +2.
Ooh.
12, and their leadership I think is probably only 7. 7 is, yep, so they flee. So in turn 7, Charlie is moving forward resolutely, his outflanking manoeuvre, and Pictish warbands are starting to push forward now. His skirmishers have all moved off the hill to start keeping the pressure up on that retreating Roman right flank. Over down here, the chariots are still just about on the table, but all Charlie's light cavalry has pulled back. His Scotti continue to move forward slowly, and the Romans are trying to crush Charlie's other formation.
It's just like real life, it's just like the real battle, what happens.
So we'll see how this goes through in turn 7. It's time for shooting.
Boudica nearly won, but she lost.
It's 5s against the guys with the clubs, 4s against guys with shields.
I'm shooting. Can this one shoot at them? This one shoot at them.
Yeah.
Well, I can't really shoot the guys with the shields down because first one casualty on them.
Okay.
Then 1, 2. This one, hopefully more deadly against them. 1 casualty, so then 4.
Okay, so they'll have a discipline test.
Now
That one.
This one, yep, shoot at them.
So actually, it should be 1 less than this because you've been moving. So we'll do it on this one. So that will be 5s. 4 or 4s. Sorry. Let me just check. It'll be 5s normally and 4s because you moved.
Yeah, we do that every single time.
Yeah.
We did it with everyone.
4s.
It's never casualty anyway.
Okay. And the other ones would have lost 1 because they were at close range. So I'm sure it worked out all right. And then you've got this one.
Wait, if these were at close range, you would have done 2.
Let's see. There you go, Charlie.
So I would have done 1 more.
No, leave it. This one down here. Yeah, but we didn't take the penalties for movement, did we? What are you firing at?
This one.
Mm-hmm.
At the same target.
Okay.
1 more casualty.
Okay.
1, 6. They get.
All right. I think that's it for your. Oh no, you got skirmishers down here.
Yeah, firing same at
my skirmishers.
No, at your big unit.
Okay, yeah, my big unit. So they need
5s.
6s, 5s because I'm skirmishers, 4s because I've got shields.
Well, that'll be 2 casualties.
You got. All right.
So I've got a 4 and a 4, so very close to getting a 5 and a 5.
So they've got a break test. All right, I think that's all the shooting done. Let's do the break test. I'll start over here with my
It was about to
legionnaires.
wobble in 10, but they came back.
Oh dear,
Ooh,
10.
Against them?
Yeah, 11, 12, 13 against them. So they are destroyed. So
That's
we
good.
lose that unit of
You're losing a lot of
light
units now.
skirmishers.
You've been losing a lot of units recently. Loads of units have been falling because of Boudica. So Boudica might win.
And then we'll do my test against my clubmen.
They get.
They're gone.
Oh, gone. Okay.
But that brigade is already broken anyway.
So will they carry on falling back because?
Yeah, they just carry on falling back.
So they will go off the table next time.
Probably, yeah.
So you really don't want them to activate them right now.
No.
Because they're really just stopping me from actually coming in.
Yeah. You pass me their casualties, Ice Channel. That one there. Yeah. All right, then a break test for your skirmishers.
Yep. I should have kept that one.
Yeah.
So then. 10
they'll be gone. Because that's a 12 and their leadership's only about 5.
Well, I do.
Them off.
I am fine with that still because I do have a lot of them.
You do have a lot of skirmishers. They've proved very effective.
They destroyed a whole brigade.
Any other casualties I caused this turn? Yeah, you've got a break test against that one on the hill.
Okay.
They've only got a leadership of 6. Come on, roll it up here. So, what?
I've got a 2 on 1 dice. I'm keeping that.
No, roll them again.
No, I'm keeping my 2.
Right, keep your 2. Roll it on. 8.
So.
8 plus 2 is 10, so that's plus 4. So they break and flee.
Well, at least they're not off the table.
They're not off the table, so we will get them away.
Oh, I think these skirmishes will eventually break because there's so many of my troops.
I think that's it for shooting.
Combat.
Down to hand-to-hand combat. Yep.
So this one is quite tight. Wait, I haven't used any of their
special abilities.
So I'm gonna use,
and you did save the other one, which is quite fortunate.
So I'm going to use both of these because I'm going against heavy infantry.
All right, and I don't think those ones have fought before, so they've got
3 casualties. Last time I saw them, they had 3 casualties.
Please put it back to 2, Charlie.
No,
We
because
haven't
up
knocked
there
it.
you never used one of these to make it go to 2.
I did. I used it at the beginning of the turn.
You didn't tell me.
I did.
You didn't. Well, I get 4 dice. Can I go first?
You can.
Because I got 4. And so.
You got 4.
Because you. Yeah, sorry. So
Okay, so 2 dice plus 2 for your characters, and you've got a combat value of 4.
Yeah.
Going against medium armoured shields. So that's 5 normally, 4 because of shields, 5 because you're charging, and 6s because you're first turn of combat with barbarians.
4 casualties!
Okay.
I thought that was a 9 at first. I was like 3, but
Do you want
then.
to turn mine up to 6 then, Charlie?
Oh, that's so good for me.
Can I have my dice? I should have done this first because I might break you before you actually get to do those, because I get to throw my peelam first, but it went, so that's 1 more casualty on you.
It won't do anything.
So that's a 3, so you do have to do a test.
But still, you have to do a test and you're heavy.
No, if you fail, you don't get to charge in. Because I did that with the peelam before you contacted.
Oh. No, I didn't charge. You charged.
Did I charge?
Yes, you charged.
You still have to do the peelam first. Take the break test. We will just check it. See what we do. 10. Alright, let's just go check. Alright, so Charlie is convinced that unit did use its peelam earlier, so we'll go with that. Because it has taken casualties, so it does imply it might have done something before. So I've got to do 2 attacks with my gladius.
It was in the centre and I charged it and it fell back.
Okay, cool. Nothing! So I take 6 casualties, that would be good. Right, let's do the next combat. I'm going to fight first. Is that the second round of combat? It is, so I get an extra dice because of my gladius this turn.
Wait, they haven't fight though.
Yeah, because you used your warrior up, didn't you?
No, I used it on. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, we both did nothing.
I think that's right.
So
So my medium auxiliary's got 3 value against no armor.
No,
6.
I used my
Oh, it was against the archers.
Against the archers, yeah.
So this is the first round of combat.
Yeah.
So but I charged you, didn't I?
Yes.
So I would normally hit on a 6, 5 because you got a shield, 6 because I charged.
Okay.
But I don't get the gladius because it's first round.
But it is at the same time, so it doesn't do anything.
So I don't do anything.
So I get 3 dice because I'm using
You're
my
going to
last.
burn your
warrior. Because most of your auxiliaries, actually most of your best heavy legionaries are gone. So can I put these back?
Yeah, no, don't do anything yet. We'll leave the empty bases so we know you've used your warriors up on them. So you've got 3 attacks.
Oh yeah, I just roll up there because. So what dice? What dice got on?
And you are warriors, so 4s against medium armor 5s. So 4s, but you're charging. No, you didn't charge, so it's 4s.
Oh,
3 casualties! Oh my gosh! So that's another unit broken.
These warriors are they have so many casualties, but they're not going out on fights.
I think you might have almost broken my legion here, Jim.
I thought at the start, in this combat, I thought you're going to win because you're going to break these 2 and then push forwards. But I just destroyed you. Yeah. You missed both times. You lost. And from heavy legionaries, you thought they would have done more.
Well, yeah, we should have hit with the peelam. Oh, we still got our normal round of fighting though. We've just done the peelam, haven't we?
No, they lost the combat though. So if
but I do my peelam. Oh yeah, but you said I thought yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so now let's do the break test for me.
So this one.
So this one is on plus 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, just get a big number, please.
Oh, 8! They keep on fighting. Put the casualties back down to 3, please, Charlie. We're on from 6.
Back down to 3?
Yeah. Okay. They go just to their point.
They go to -1, don't they?
No, they go to just the normal shaken point. And then on the other one, there's just got a straight test at -2. 7,
plus 2.
7, but they're alright as well, so they stay on 3. So both sides continue fighting because you're not at break point on either of that.
But they didn't lose the combat, so they still fall back.
I get pushed back an inch, I think. So we'll shuffle those guys back and move on with turn 8. Right, so we've been just looking at the breakpoints, and it is pretty close for the Romans. So one brigade is already retiring, and
Wait, if I break both of your armies, will I win?
you win, yeah. And big formation, Roman formation in the centre is
Breaking.
has lost 2 and has 2 other shaken units, but has 1, 2, 3, 4 formed ones
they're
left.
mostly very weak ones.
But they're mostly very weak. So
there's
Charlie is
one
hoping
weak
to break
one.
me.
There's an
this
archer.
turn.
This one's taking some casualties and breaks soon. This is the only one that will be able to stand, but I don't think we'll go against 3.
We'll see.
Honestly.
All right, let's move on with turn 8
Turn 8.
or 9 or 10
It's
or
8.
7.
It's
We
8.
don't really know, but we'll carry on with the next turn. Okay, so the noose is closing. Charlie's got his warriors are now approaching the Roman lines, and over here we've got one huge melee going on, 2 flank attacks going in.
You could lose
Could be the decisive combat of the game.
because it might actually not be, because if I lose this battalion anyway, it won't. I still have my naked warriors and them.
Yeah, but I would have broken 2 brigades.
No.
Possibly. We'll see. Anyway, let's see how the combat goes.
No, you won't. So,
Okay, which one do you fire? These skirmishers? My skirmishers? Yeah. Alright. So, against no armour, 7 6s. Because I'm skirmishers 5 because you moved.
I never moved those.
You did because you need to be able to see me because you shot the other unit out of the way. So you had to move around to fire my next lot of skirmishers.
No, I haven't moved them the whole game. They've been there. They moved there last turn.
They were there. And they shot at them. And killed them. And wiped them out.
Okay. Oh, 2 casualties still.
Yeah.
So
That'll be a break test on them.
if you lose that, Dad.
Yeah, no, I don't count skirmishers as real units on either side.
Okay.
So it doesn't really matter. Alright. Any other skirmishers? Skirmishers down there firing against the
Can they fire
Legion.
against your ballista?
No, these ones can't.
Yeah, I want to.
Start with them. Well, you might want to.
I want
but you
them to.
can't.
Why can't I?
They can't see it. They're too far away. They'd go at the closest target.
Can they shoot at them?
What?
Can they shoot
Yeah,
at
yeah,
them?
yeah.
That's what I was pointing at.
Yeah, but let's do this one here. Otherwise, we'll lose.
Okay,
track.
they're gonna fire at them.
So they need 4s.
1 casualty.
Okay.
Then that unit against the ballista.
What the?
It'll be the same 4s because no 5s rather.
Okay, 2 casualties anyway.
Okay.
Your ballistas might end now. The reign of the
Casualty
ballistas.
marker on it.
The reign of the ballistas.
Ballista's got a lot of wounds because they're very tough. I think.
There is only 2 crewmen.
4. Yeah, they take 4 casualties. Okay. The other unit of skirmishers.
Shoot at them. Have to shoot at them. Nothing.
Okay.
So we might finish this game before lunch. Might just.
Might do. Alright, I'm
you-
going to fire my ballistas back at one of those unit of skirmishers. So they need 7s. 1 casualty on the skirmishers.
Okay, that is
And
not.
then I'm going to fire my archers at them as well. They don't do anything. And then I'm going to fire my archers at your
They
skirmishers.
have a break test.
They do have a break test. A 4, 6.
Firing out other skirmishers.
5s. Yeah, that's a casualty. So
No, they're firing out other skirmishers.
yeah, 6. They need a 6. I rolled a 4.
Okay.
So we've both got break tests on our
So
skirmishers.
now.
Now the brutal hand-to-hand combat.
So I'm gonna. Can I do this part first? Me trying
You
to.
can do your charge in first.
So
okay.
I'm gonna use both of my naked warriors.
Alright. So you have an ability of 4, and you're going against unarmoured legionaries.
Yeah, in the.
But they do have their shields on the
But
left-hand
they are
side.
they are at the flank. They are in the flank.
But they are in the flank.
So that doesn't really do anything.
So 4s against no armour is a 7. Against the shield is 6.
But they are flanked.
But it goes up to 8 because you're in my flank, and 9 because you're charging, and it stays as a 10. So you must still miss on 10s because
No,
it's a
you
warband.
hit. You hit on 10s, or if it's 5s,
You can't have automatic. You must still be able to fail.
Okay. Well, it
4
does
casualties.
not matter.
So that's 4 casualties. Game
So,
like matter.
I probably won.
Well, not necessarily because we've got to do
No,
all of the
they
combat.
need to break, and they.
Yeah.
So now, this one.
That one, yeah, that's got no warriors, so it's just 2 dice. 4s against 5s against 4s. But I am disordered. I know I'm not, I'm shaken. So that's 6s. Be 6s to hit me. 1 more casualty on me.
Oh, they're breaking.
So move them up to 4. And you've done 5 overall in that combat.
Yeah.
So I'll put 5 there. Alright, now we get my attacks back. Can I have some dice? I get 3 from my gladius. And I'm, 3 from my gladius.
But they were also in shaken, they were shaken.
Yeah. So, what's their weapon skill? They're just trained 4s. 4s against no armor is 7, so 6s.
But they're shaken.
Shield.
They're shaken.
So 5s and 4s because they're shaken. 1 casualty on you. So
Okay.
you're shaken too.
Yep. But you need to break.
But I've only done
You
1
should
on
break
you.
2.
Where's the 5 gone? That I put down. Oh, you put it over there. So I've done 1 on you. All right. Okay, and then I'm going to attack with the other one.
Yeah.
So that gets 3 dice. Because I'm throwing the general in. So it's normally 2.
Oh, can I put my can I put my general in too?
Well, you haven't got any counters, so no, you can't. So take a counter off mine. Okay, so that's 3 dice. I am hitting on 6s. But you've got no shield, so I'm hitting on 7s. I'm in the flank, 9s. And I'm charging 10s. So again, anything but a 10. Okay, that's 3 casualties on you.
This is close. I've done 5. You've done 4.
I know.
I win.
You've won the combat.
Wait,
So
I can
that's-
still win, Dad, the game because Dad.
So that's 3 on that unit.
Well, Dad, I already won.
You've won the combat.
No, I've won the whole game because I destroyed half of your whole army.
Well, not necessarily. Let's just work this out, and then we'll see what
They're
happens.
all on breaking point.
Yeah, they might all well be on breaking point. You may be on
They're on
breaking
breaking
point too.
They're on breaking point.
All
They're
right,
on
let's do
breaking point.
some break tests. So for my first one, this will be on +3. This is my light unit.
3
Okay,
plus.
they survive. So put them. They rolled a 3.
Okay.
They rolled a 3. So 3 plus a modifier of 3 is 6, less than their leadership of 8. So please put the white ones down to 3. They are still broken though. And the other unit, 7 plus 3
10.
is 10, and the leadership is 8, so that's +2. So those have got to retire. This could be important. They might end up retiring off the table. They retire 1 full move.
How far's 1 full move?
So that would be 5 inches.
5 inches?
They're not off the table.
5 inches? I thought it'd be like 10. That doesn't make sense, Dad. When I had to retire, I retire like 10.
Yeah, because you were cavalry. Put their losses down to 3 again, Charlie, because they're just shaken.
But they still counted it as
They
full.
still count as shaken, and you might well have broken the brigade. Now let's do your tests
Because
on
this
your
one,
two.
with this one too. Because we just have to do this combat, Dad.
Oh, that's true, yeah. But let's do the break tests on your 2 units.
So this one doesn't need to break
It
because
does, because it's taken 3 casualties.
no, it always had 3.
I just did 3 on it
Oh.
with the white unit when it charged into its flank.
It never did anything.
It did 3 casualties.
But it's not flanking into them. It's not flanking that unit. You roll
that's
against
true,
them.
yes, they're probably all
So
on
they
the other
have
one.
no casualties.
Okay, so they've got no casualties, you're right. But the other one has got 6
Yes.
casualties.
So they should be the one doing the vote.
Yeah, so they've got to do a Falter test at +4. 10. Which is break +4,
Wait,
breaks and flees.
they don't go because this is 2 known casualties. There's 2 of them left, and skirmishes don't count. You said skirmishes don't count.
I'm talking about the unit in combat has just broken and fled because it was
Yes.
flailed.
And same for you.
No, I retired. You broke and fled.
Yes, but I won the combat in total.
You did. Let's just do the movement and we'll see what happens. All right. Charlicus Caesar
I don't-
has one. No, he's not. He's a Pict, isn't he? So he's not Caesar. Boudicca's son, in a Pictish frame, has won the battle. As we were just working through there, and as Charlie was getting all excited because he knew victory was nigh at hand. So what happened in that last combat was the Roman main brigade has broken. So it's now got 4 shaken units and only 3 unshaken units left on the table. So it will go on retire orders along with its brigade on its right flank. At the same time, the set of warbands that were attacking it have also now broken. That right-hand brigade of Charlie's.
But this time I still have troops at the end.
So the right-hand brigade of Charlie's has also broken. But Charlie's Scotty are advancing successfully through the centre, and he has troops on his left-hand brigade that are rolling up the other Roman flank. So it's, I hate to say it, a clear victory for the Picts. Well done, Charlie. Great victory. Any closing words from the victorious Pictish commander?
There's no words.
No words for the magnificence of your victory. All right. Great stuff. Thanks very much, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video.